Hi guys, welcome to Hoarding Rocks. My name is Val and today we are going to be cutting some rocks that I found near Horse Canyon. So today I am going to cut these guys, and some of them I'm going to cut this one just a little bit, trim it over here because I have a feeling there might be some water level bends, but I actually want to face polish this guy because it's a really pretty agate geode pocket in there. I think the nice face polish around and see how green it is on the outside. This guy, I have two of those. Well, this one I am going to cut. You can see this beautiful blue battery oil going, so I'm going to cut it and see what's on the inside of this guy. This one, you can see this color, and while I think there is going to be a lot of host rock, like I am not sure even which way to cut it, but I'm excited to see what's on the inside of this guy. This guy is wearing the heart on its sleeve, and you can see I thought it was quartzy, but it looks like it's, would you call it like tubes or sagenetic sprays, and I think I'm going to cut it also on one side somehow. Look at this. Yeah, I haven't figured out, but I think I might slab it somehow like this, just to see if I'm gonna get a full pattern and maybe polish one part and maybe make some jewelry out of this, maybe make some cabs. I don't know yet. We have this agate nodule. You can see this is clearly some kind of agate or quartz nodule. I actually think it's chalcedony. So we'll see what's on the inside. We have this guy. Well, I think it's charred, but look at the color of this guy. It's so pretty. It looks like a blue chalcedony, but it might be charred. And we have this chunk of chalcedony. I wonder if it's just a plain chalcedony or if there is something going to be on the inside. I'm gonna cut and see. We have this green monster, and it looks like there might be some chalcedony on the inside. I have no idea what this is. No idea. If you guys know, please make a comment, but it almost looks like there is some chalcedony on top of that. So that's going to be fun to see. This one, look at this green over here. Do you guys know what this beast is? Look at this green. And we'll just have a few little chunks. I'll cut them. We'll see if there is anything fun. This is going to be some host rock mix, maybe some little tubes on the inside. Oh, so this one is also green, and you can see a little battery oil goodness going on over here. So I'm gonna cut it. Another green one, another green one. Really pretty colors. This one is also green, but see how like it almost has like, is it a green jasper? Like it, yeah, it seems a little different in texture than the other ones. This one is the same as the last one. So this one, I don't remember, maybe I did find it. Yeah, no, I think I found it on the same trip. Yeah, so this one is, you know, see how like they all have a little green tint to them, which is pretty cool. Not sure what to do with this one, just a little chip. This is just probably chalcedony. Not sure even if I'm gonna bother to cut it. And we've got this guy, which is probably charred, but I'm kind of curious to see. And this is just one messy rock. I just want to see what's on the inside of it. It doesn't look like anything amazing, but I'm just curious what's on the inside. And I think that this will be also charred. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna cut it. We'll see. If I have time, I'll cut it. And we have this green guy that I am also gonna cut, and I'm gonna show you what's on the inside. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and jump on a saw. Alright everyone, check out my ingenuity, because the water has been coming out like this and splashing me all over the place. I put a little duct tape here in hopes that the water is going to be dripping down. We'll see if it works, but I got a little tired of getting splashed all over the place here. So I'm going to try it, I'll share if that works, and we're going to cut those rocks now. Okay, rocks are all finished. And are you ready? I am so ready. I've been waiting for that day for a long time. We are going to go ahead and see what's inside those bad boys. Those are the rocks that I found in Horse Canyon and Gem Hill. And to tell you the truth, I brought a lot of chard home, but these guys have some promise and some of them are going to be duds. And, well, I'm pretty sure some of them are. I only seen one of the rocks, but we are going to start with rocks that you can see kind of broken down first. Okay, I'll tell you which rock I actually cut before this video, but most of those rocks I haven't seen them. I just cut them and we're all going to check them out. I'm very excited. Let's go ahead and start. So this green beast fell apart on me. You remember how I was like, wow, this is so green. Oh, the light doesn't really show it, but it's very green over here. So I was like, well, it's a big rock. Let's cut it. And it literally just broke on me all over. And this is what we've got inside. It feels muddy with a little green spots in there, but honestly, this one winded up to be a total dud. I don't know, maybe I should just make another cut like this and see what this green part is, but obviously not so great. Let's move on to the next one. And since I start my videos with two duds, we're going to check this ugly guy out. Why did I pick it up? I don't know, no idea. I think I was just curious. I was like, okay, this is pretty ugly, but what if there is a beauty on the inside? Let's check it out. Well, actually, it's not outrageously beautiful, but it definitely looks a lot better than the other rock did. Oh my gosh, how do I get rid of this glare? Yeah, so obviously this one's still going to be a dud, but maybe it's a little better than the first one. Let's see if we have the other ones that are going to be better. And here's our next one. Well, this one you can tell there is definitely some chalcedony. How is it going to look on the inside? Probably going to be a lot of that horse rock, but let's find out. Wow, it's actually kind of mossy, and obviously this horse rock is not going to polish well, but it's mossy and it's kind of pretty. Are we going to call it like half dud, half stud, or just an interesting one? I think I kind of like if you look at it like this, it almost looks like a thunder egg, right? If like those two parts were like together, I would be like, oh my gosh, I got a thunder egg. But that is what we've got. It's not terrible. There's no bands, but there's like, I don't know if you can call that saginite sprays. All right, at least it's somewhat cute. Let's go to the next one. And here is our next one. You can see it's very green, and you know, it looked a little harder than the other one that fell apart, and it looked a little more solid. So I was like, hey, why don't we pick it up and why don't we cut it and see how it looks on the inside? Let's look. Well, it obviously fell apart. It's very soft. I have no idea what that green material is, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to polish well. It literally just crumbles. Do you guys know what that is? That you can find in Horse Canyon that is this green? Well, it's not that great, but let's move on to the next one. So I'll be honest, this guy, I was thinking like, oh, what am I gonna do? This is how it looks on this side. It has green on top and it has this little jute pocket with a little bit of bending. So I actually want to face polish this. And I was wondering if I got it here, would that expose any water level bands? Let's see. I'm kind of excited. Okay. Well, it's not water level bands. Obviously, it's a chalcedony, but it's not really banded so much on this side. Maybe it's trying to be water level bands, but I like this transition to the green and back to this banded. So I actually think I'm going to polish this rock, face polish it all over. I think it's going to make a really pretty piece. Let's go to the next one. You geologists out there probably going to be like, okay, they all going to be plain. Let's just move on to actual agates. But you can see there is some botryoidal stuff. And while it's still that similar green material, it was actually a pretty hard cut, and there are bats on top. Those are bats, right? You can see there are bats. So I figured this might be fun. Let's look. 1, 2, ta-da! Oh, bummers. I mean, kind of disappointing, but at least it didn't break. It's a pretty green. I like this one. I like it's green. I like a little bit of, I don't know. I actually think I need somebody to tell me what this is. But I heard like if you see bats on top, like that has a good potential, but apparently not in this case. All right, well, next. Okay, here is our next one. Okay, like we know this is gonna be an agate, or is it gonna be just chalcedony, but again that green hue around it. You guys ready to check it out? Oh, maybe I should have cut it this way, but my blade is just terrible. Like I felt like the cuts were so hard. Yeah, I should have cut it that way. Well, we'll see. Maybe it's still gonna look pretty. Ta-da! It is pretty. It's not too banded, but yeah, it's funny. It's like clear chalcedony with just a banding on the outside. But guys, I actually like it. It might polish really well. I love that green on the outside, which is probably that crumbly material. I don't know if I need to polish it or maybe just toss it in a tumbler and see what comes out of it. It's not terrible. I like it. All right, next. Here is our next one, and you can see there is some blue tint to it and there is white. I actually think it's probably charred. But that blue color was so pretty that I was like, I have to pick it up. We have to check it out, and we're gonna do it right now. Oh, yeah, it's a chart, but I actually think it's super pretty. It almost looks like a moss agate. I actually like it. I love that blue color with dark brown and white. Yeah, you know what? I like this one. It's a very interesting pattern in there. It almost looks like a waterfall. Do you guys see a waterfall? Yeah, you know what? Some of people gonna be like, no, that's not that great. But I actually think it looks like a waterfall. and I think it's gorgeous. I like it. I'm gonna call it a stud. Next one. Oh, look at this ugly rock. Can this ugly rock hide something fun on the inside? You know how you get just that like nodule and you're like, oh my gosh, and there's gonna be a beautiful legging on the inside. I don't know, it's all trial and error, but let's go ahead and check this out. Well, it's, I don't know what that is. Chart? It actually wasn't a hard cut. It was a very easy cut. While I think it's cute and it has some texture on the inside, it's gonna be a dud. Oh, and here's another big green. Honestly, I already have an idea what we're gonna see on the inside, so we're just gonna go ahead and open it because it's probably just gonna be plain. Whoa. Plain? But pretty. What is that? I don't know. Let me rinse it up really quick. I just really love this color. I'm not sure if it can polish, but if it can, it actually is really pretty. Like if it polishes, it could make pretty cabochons, like with a little bit of texture in there. And that emerald color is just so gorgeous. And here is another pretty color. It almost looks like turquoise, right? It was a soft cut. I have no clue, guys, what this is. Super soft, really pretty color. I don't think it's a turquoise. Of course it's not, but the color is so pretty. It's not only greens that I have, but I kind of want to leave the best for last. But this one is another green one. And what is that? Oh! What is this? Oh my gosh! Guys, that is so beautiful. Wow. What is this? Okay, I really, really like it. I'm gonna have to take it to like Mineral Society or something to find out what this is. This green! There is so much green and light. Oh, stud, dud, stud, dud, stud. I like this one. Next one. Guys, if you know what this thing is, let me rinse it out again. You gotta tell me. Okay, I have really high hopes for this one. I don't know if I got it the right way, but you can see there is calcine with some green hue. Obviously some horse rock. I don't know. Let's see what's just gonna turn out. Like, it kinda looks interesting. Maybe I should have just gone like this because it's gonna be a lot of horse rock, but there's some over here. Okay, let's see. Ta-da! Yeah, and that one is a bomber. The next one is this piece of calcine. When I found it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's an agate. But, you know, this was like my second real rockhounding trip. Actually more like first, like for the Horse Canyon, and I've never found like a real agate when I got to that spot. So this is what I got. Let's see, maybe it's gonna deliver something. Well, so it tried. While it's no bending, but you can see a little, I don't know if it's saginite sprayed, but it almost looks like the stuff is like growing around. Honestly, I actually think this can make a really cute pendant. I actually like it. I know it's plain, but because it's calcine, it's gonna polish well, and this white stuff looks really cute. Let's go to the next one. And here is our next one. So this one I actually caught a week ago, and I did get to peek on the inside. I got to see what's inside. And see how I caught it just on the side, because I feel like there is a lot of room, and I really love those green and whites. And I can see some chalcedony from the outside, but what is it going to hide on the inside? Let's check. So you can see there is definitely some, it's a moss agate. It's a moss agate, right? I think it's a moss agate, and there is like, I actually glad that I slabbed it this way, and I still have a ton of room so I can make like few slabs out of it. I actually really like it. You see some green, white, a light blue, and you see like a little pocket over here. It's just a little leggedy goodness over here. Yeah, it's a moss agate. Where's that ugly thing wasn't there? How did it even wind up there? It's like a worm ate into this rock. Okay, it's a worm rock. And I still don't know what this white stuff is. Like, it looks like a white chalcedony. Oh, look at the agate goodness here. Yeah, it's definitely gonna make really good cabochons. And that is the guy that I already seen. The rest of the guys, I have not. I caught them literally just now. Oh, and by the way, I have not even recorded my intro yet. Yeah, I basically showed you rocks and I caught them. We're gonna have to record everything else later. Okay, next one. And here is our next one. Wow, this guy is wearing heart on his sleeve. It's just like that little chalcedony one, but it's like a developed version of it, like a really beautifully developed version with a little bit of a pocket on here. So I cut it the way I did, because we see here, and I, well, try to make it like, you know, thinner slab on this side, but I just wanted to see how it looks cut, because I'm probably gonna face polish this side, but let's see. I kind of can tell. Ta-da! Wow! Oh, that looks like an iced window. You know, when you live in really cold temperatures and the windows freeze? And look at the depth inside. Oh man, that is just so beautiful. I might have risked not finish with the best one, but oh, so good so far. I think this is my favorite. Look how, and there is a geode pocket in there. Oh, I love to see the depth that goes deep inside, and guess what? If you polish it, it's gonna just bring it out. I'm fascinated. This was the first rock I found when I got out of the car, and it turned out to be the best. Or was it? So, remember this blue chalcedony? I actually found a couple of those. Well, not couple, like a couple. It's two. This one I'm not gonna cut because it's so pretty, and that was like also like, I can't believe I found those beautiful blue buds. And also this guy, I don't need to cut it to know how it's gonna look. I'm actually going to take it to the shop where I can use good equipment, and I actually just might go ahead and make some cabochons, because you can, like, it's broken pretty evenly and you can see the pattern in there. I think I'm probably just gonna like slab it like this and make some cabochons. And this, you know, again, I might be able to do something with it, but should I? I decided not to touch it. But what I did do is this guy, and this is what I decided to wrap up this video with. They say the bots make a really good lock, and it's gonna probably gonna be beautiful on the inside. I have no idea. Let's check it out. And remember to hit the like and subscribe and comment which rock was your favorite. Are you ready? Ta-da! No, you kidding me. You kidding me? What? A bummer. What? Oh, what a great video to wrap up this session. Okay, not all of them are gonna be studs. Guys, I'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please like and subscribe. The next video is going to be about my upcoming rockhounding trip. But I'm not gonna tell you where I'm going yet. You're just gonna have to see for yourself. I'll see you in the next one.